This is Gem 242. And now imagine this. The world's most powerful military unleashes its full force on one of the most geopolitically unstable nations on Earth. Explosions light the Middle Eastern sky, missiles scream across deserts, and generals in Washington believe victory is near. But what if this isn't a triumph? What if the price America pays far outweighs any short-term gains, while Iran, battered yet unbroken, emerges stronger in ways no one expected? Today, we're exploring a dramatic truth. The cost of an American strike on Iran could be catastrophic, and the consequences might favor Tehran far more than Washington. Any military strike isn't just a moment of violence. It ripples through economies, alliances, and global markets. Pentagon officials have warned that a major military operation against Iran would deplete U.S. defensive weapons stockpiles, stretch military readiness, and risk serious casualties among American forces stationed throughout the region. That alone carries domestic political consequences Washington can scarcely afford. And it's not just bullets and bombs, it's billions of dollars. Operating just 2 U.S. carrier strike groups in the Persian Gulf can cost tens of millions of dollars every single day. Costs that add up faster than politicians can calculate. Iran knows it cannot match U.S. firepower blow for blow, but it doesn't have to. Tehran's strength lies in asymmetric warfare, ballistic missiles, drones, proxies scattered across the region, and the ability to make any war painful, unpredictable, and prolonged. Analysts warn that Tehran could unleash massive counterattacks, not just on U.S. bases but through allied militias and regional partners, dragging America into a quagmire. And then there's geography. Iran sits beside the Strait of Hormuz, a choke point through which nearly 1/5 of the world's oil flows. Even flirting with its closure sends oil prices soaring, triggering inflation worldwide, including in the United States. After all, wars aren't won on battlefields alone. They're won in oil markets, supply chains, and economic stability. Context-corner.com. What truly makes this struggle costly is human lives. U.S. military personnel and contractors in the region, tens of thousands strong, would be on the front lines. One miscalculation and casualties mount, political will erodes, and public opinion turns sour. Washington's leadership knows this. Politico reports that U.S. officials fear that expected American losses would undermine political support at home, especially as war fatigue already grips the electorate. Meanwhile, Iran's leadership has signaled it will respond with ferocity, dropping any previous restraints and signaling a doctrine to inflict significant casualties on American forces if attacked. This isn't just about military expense, it's about economic chaos. If Iranian forces or proxies were to seriously disrupt oil flows, prices could spike well past $100 to $130 per barrel. In America, that means higher gasoline prices, economic turbulence, slower growth, and a potential recession, all at the time when consumers can least afford it. And the cost doesn't stop there. A prolonged conflict could distract Washington from other global threats, weaken alliances, and open the door for rivals like China and Russia to expand influence while America bleeds resources and attention. Here's the drama most people miss. Even if Iran suffers damage, even if its cities are bombed and its infrastructure struck, the strategic value it gains could be greater than the losses. Nationalism surges in times of conflict. Economies under siege can attract new allies. And the superpower that loses patience risks looking reckless, overextended, and vulnerable. Iran, conversely, has honed decades of sanctions and isolation into an ability to endure hardship while exploiting openings. In many ways, Tehran is playing chess while Washington is wielding a hammer. This is why military analysts describe the idea of a U.S.-Iran war as a strategic trap, one that feeds America's vulnerabilities while emboldening Tehran's regional reach. So let's be clear. There may be no clean victory in a U.S. attack on Iran. The battlefield isn't just sand and steel. It's the global economy, public opinion, and decades of diplomatic fragile balance. Iran may be weaker in conventional terms, but in the consequences of war, it could walk away with leverage America can't easily counter. Never underestimate the cost of war. Because at the end of the day, the price America pays might be far higher than anyone imagines, while Iran, scarred but unbroken, gains something far more enduring than territory. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Gem 242. drop a comment with your thoughts. And share it with your friends. Your support helps Gem 242 grow and bring you more powerful content like this.